And the Bucs, no Cam Newton with that bad rib. So Derek Anderson getting a little love. Yeah, you can get the start first time since 2010.
No, Cam.
He's in the huddle.
Yeah, well, look at just a little pep talk.
That's 12 men in the huddle.
It might be 12 men.
If you don't come in the huddle, you need to play.
Hey, nice touch by D'Angelo Williams, dyeing his dreadlocks pink in honor of his mother who passed away in May because of breast cancer. Pick this one up. 10-0 Panthers in the fourth. Anderson to the rookie. Kelvin Benjamin. Look at the first-round pick.
Whoa, he got mugged.
You get mugged.
That's a big old guy, man.
Just a good catch.
Working on Mike Jenkins for his first career touchdown.
Big time play.
Mike said, man, give me my arm back. Give me my arm back.
Still in the fourth, just over 2 minutes to go. Josh Pound to Bobby Rainey for the 6-yard score.
Great little check down.
Bucs within 3.
I like their new uniforms, too.
So now 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Under 2 minutes to go. What do you do? I know you don't want to hear it. You don't want to see this, Derek Anderson, because you might have gotten lucky on that Deshaun Goldson.
Whoa.
Problem that was right in his mitts.
You cannot drop an opportunity. That separates the one from good and great.
Oh, he's going to be seeing that one in his sleep. So here come the Bucs. 1st and 15. McCown hits Rainey. But look at the defensive player of the year. Luke Kuechly stripping it, and the Panthers recover.
Johnny on the spot.
And they end up winning. Derek Anderson led them to victory last week down in Tampa Bay. Calvin Johnson had a huge Monday night, 7 catches, a $164, 2 scores against the Giants. Here, looking for another touchdown, but what in the world happened?
That was a great play.
Megatron dropping the ball, literally. And they missed the field goal to boot. Nate Freese was 0 for 2 on the day, just 2 for 6 on the season.
He fell on that ball, man. Megatron, he fell on that ball, man. And that ball just ripped through.
All right, on to the fourth quarter. Stafford sacked 4 times on this day. 2.5 credited to Mario Addison. Who is that, you say? Greg Hardy's replacement. Lions trying to come back, down just 6. Stafford looking for Johnson. But how about the move by Thomas DeQ? The tip drill, and Melvin White snags it.
That's what happens when you get to the football trying to make a play. Big things happen.
Johnson held to 6 catches for
21
83
times,
yards and out of the end zone.
reasons. And I got to get Calvin to get in at number 88.
Hey, Mike, how about this catch by the rookie, Kelvin Benjamin?
That was funny.
That was a good one.
This is what I told you, man. I love this kid, Calvin Benjamin. I keep saying this. I said he could be the steal of the draft right now. Panthers 2-0, and he's a big reason.
One of his 2 catches on the afternoon. And then Newton to Jason Avant. He finished with 5 grabs,
Listen,
54
that's
yards.
another one of them guys.
That's another good pickup
That's just
for
like
them right
Stevenson.
there.
That's another one of them guys. One of them tough guys.
Now, remember, Cam had ankle surgery in the offseason, trying to get past Ndamukong Suh, who falls on his legs.
Yeah.
Newton would stay in the game. He threw for 281 on the day. But you know what? The Panthers are like, enough about this. Let's take it out of his hands.
Yeah, Newton saw that kid last week throwing them balls, man. He said, I'm enough for this.
Let's get it to Jonathan Stewart. Panthers are 2-0 for the first time since 2008.
I like that number, Jonathan.
Regular season games. And so Ron Rivera and the crew, it's been another trying week for them as well. Big Ben and the Steelers. By the way, they've been outscored 50-9 in their last 6 quarters.
That's about to change.
Yeah, Hines Ward. You'll have all my records, Antonio Brown. Don't worry, he'll take them from me in a heartbeat. Big Ben looking for Marcus Wheaton, the second-year man. That looks like it's 6.
Nice play, man, on that back shoulder.
Except he stepped out of bounds first.
Barely, but this was a great throw in
I wish
anticipation.
we had a better angle to see, because you really can't tell.
Quarterbacks learn from this. Anticipate the route.
Steelers had to settle for a field goal and a 6-3 lead. Cam Newton and that Panthers offense challenged all night. He was sacked 3 times, this time by Steve McClendon.
We need to see the old Cam. He got to start getting out of that bucket, man.
He's still hurt a little bit right now,
Ankle
man.
and rib.
8 plays later, Newton
Like that.
taking a knee to the head from the first-round pick, Ryan Shazier. That kid can run, by the way.
That looked like it hurt.
Cam a little dinged up.
It hurt like right now. It's hurt.
That's a legal hit, but that don't feel too good, I'm guessing.
Big round.
3rd quarter, Shazier out with a knee injury. It's 3rd and 15 for that Panthers O. Newton hit by Jarvis Jones. He fumbles. Jason Worlds recovers. Jones, however, injured on the play, left with a bad wrist. They look at it as they do with each and every turnover, but that is a clear fumble First Panthers turnover of the season. Ensuing Steelers drive, 4th and 4. They're going to go for another field goal. But Wes Horton, what are you doing?
This is the kind of stuff that drives a head coach and coaching staff crazy.
Offside, so fresh set of downs for the black and gold, and then it's Roethlisberger to Antonio Brown. If he's not like a top 4 receiver in the league, I don't know who is right now, guys.
Well, he was number 2 last year, reception and yards.
Antonio Brown going off.
10 catches, 90 yards, a couple of scores. 19 straight game, he's caught at least 5 passes. Best among all active players. And look at the tippy toe in the corner of the end zone. You saw the 2 injuries earlier. This one, a veteran, Ike Taylor, broken arm on the play.
Praying for you, Ike.
Getting a little love from his leader and Mike Tomlin on the way out.
Ike's a good dude, man.
Panthers drive would end in a field goal. But how about Le'Veon Bell?
Let's go with it.
He good chasing it.
Alvin Harper.
He should just veer
Roman
off.
Harper.
Roman just need to veer,
Well, that was
off.
Thomas Day Cool caught him.
Yeah, but Roman, like his hands are about to bust at any moment.
81 yards on
man
that
can't
one.
just
Longest
veer off
Steelers
from
run
chasing.
since Frenchie Fuqua 44 years ago.
Frenchie.
And then it's Antonio Brown again. There's a penalty for defensive holding, by the way. This one turned it into a lapper for Big Ben and the crew. 4th quarter, Steelers lead cut down to 10. But Billy Brown, what are you doing? Billy Brown, what are you doing?
Oh.
Dropped it twice.
Oh, Philly.
Robert Golden
on the
recovers,
ball,
and the Steelers get a special teams touchdown.
Come on, just fall on the ball, man. Greg Olsen right there. That's right after a big touch. Man,
The
what's
Carolina
that?
Panthers showing up in the referee's outfit with the I Love Haters hat. Yeah, put your goggles on. Put your goggles
They
on.
have on that 89 Carolina goggles on and everything.
First play for Steve Smith. This is senior on senior, as in Roman Harper takes the stiff arm.
Man, look
Man
at
got
this dude.
kids, man. You can't stiff Roman.
Man, that
Harper
dude
like
got so strong, man. Just
No
so
one knows
strong.
like that, Steve.
Mike. Kids up there in the
Second
stands
quarter,
watching. They
Joe
bad.
Flacco on 3rd and 2, tipped by Owen Daniels. Who snags it?
Tip drill.
Senior.
Talking about it was his day. That's all he talked about prior to this game. When I talked to him on the phone, he made his word known
You talked to him on the phone?
all the time.
When you're blessed, you're blessed.
Look at the Ravens tweet. Ice up, son. I like that. A little cocky there. They're early going. 2 Ravens possessions later. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Joe Flacco dropped the ball, pick it up, and throw it to Steve Smith. Senior.
Man, just look at this.
He stacked it.
Just incredible, man.
Ran straight off the jam, just stacked him over top. You can't, as a DB, you can't run around that.
That's
I don't
a
want to tell you what that dance is.
Receivers, this is a coaching tape.
First multi-touchdown game since week 1 of 2011. That was Cam's first ever start.
This should be in a dictionary for playing big. When they say play big, watch Steve Smith.
Well, Cam Newton is big, but he wanted to run and hide after this one.
Yeah.
Harassed all day by T-Sizzle, that front 7. Suggs is going to get him this time. He was sacked a few times.
Cam needs some help.
Cam.
And in the meantime, he watched Steve Smith do his thing for his 3rd 100-yard effort. Baltimore runs away and hides until Steve Smith Sr. stepped up to the mic.
All right, Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton was roughed up in the first possession of the game, but then would remain in the game and recovered nicely in the second half. How about this on a Bears punt? Bears gunner Teddy Williams hits Philly Brown before the ball reaches him, but then a heads-up play by Brown here. He picks up the ball and then scoots it out 79 yards for a touchdown. There's a flag on the field, so this one would be reviewed, but take another look. Brown would get hit, and the ball isn't controlled by anybody, so Johnny on the spot, Brown just picks it up and goes. Panthers' first punt return touchdown since Steve Smith had one in Week 17 of 2003. And the Carolina Panthers led 7-0. Panthers ball now, 3rd and 8. Cam Newton, he likes his rookie wide receiver, Kelvin Benjamin. Finds him here, but then Benjamin stripped by Isaiah Fry. Fry ripped that ball out, and Carolina would recover. So it's Chicago's ball now. 3 plays later on 1st and goal from the Panthers' 10-yard line. Jay Cutler and Matt Forte, They got a pretty good offense, the Chicago offense. They got a lot of weapons, but here's Matt Forte on a little dump-off pass, and he's going to dash into the end zone. A 10-yard score for Forte, and the Bears tie the game at 7 apiece. It's Forte's first touchdown of the season, if you can believe it. Ensuing Panthers drive, here's Newton. He's sacked and stripped by Willie Young. Lamar Houston would recover for the Bears. Chicago's rolling. Great field position for them. 3 plays later. This on 3rd down. Cutler scrambling. Is he going to run? Yes, he is. He finds the corner of the end zone, and he's in there. The Bears lead 14-7. Cutler's first rushing touchdown since 2011. Second quarter we go. Bears leading 14-7. Here's Cutler again. He finds Alshon Jeffrey. And Jeffrey ate his carrots as a kid. Look at the vision. Great vision, picking and choosing his way in from 25 yards out, and the Bears led 21-7. Next, Panthers drive. Here on 1st and goal, Newton finds his old reliable tight end, Greg Olsen, a 9-yard touchdown, and the Panthers trail 21-14 at half. That drive, 7 plays, 75 yards. Third quarter now, same score. 1st and goal, Newton, a jump ball for Kelvin Benjamin, knocked away, but there is a flag. Kyle Fuller, the rookie, called for pass interference. The Panthers would tie the game at 21 apiece on a Chris Obanaya 1-yard touchdown. Benjamin, 3 catches, 38 yards on the game. Fourth quarter now. Bears ball, still leading, 24-21. Cutler throws for Santonio Holmes, but it's overthrown, and it's intercepted by Thomas Deku, who would then get up and return it to the Bears' 32-yard line. Cutler's second interception of the game, that led to a Panthers field goal, so the game was tied at 24. Bears' next drive, Forte takes the handoff, but then he fumbles the ball. Antoine Cason with the strip, and K'Wan Short recovers for the Panthers. Forte's first fumble of the season, and at the most inopportune time. Then Cam Newton fires, finds Greg Olsen again, a 6-yard touchdown, and the Panthers led 31-24. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown of the game, 72 yards and 6 catches for the tight end of the Carolina Panthers. Ensuing Bears drive, 1:29 left to play. Cutler drops back to pass, under pressure, then sacked by Mario Addison and DeJuan Edwards, a loss of 15 yards, and the Bears forced to call a timeout. Now, just 1:14 left to go in the game. Cutler, again under pressure, sacked by K'Wan Short. Cutler fumbled, and the ball's recovered by Charles Johnson. And the Panthers come from behind to win, 31-24.
In the Queen City, between the Cats, the Panthers and Bengals, no A.J. Green out with that bum toe.
Boy, that kid look.
You better holler at me about that toe, bro.
Second quarter, Giovanni Bernard.
Man, that's from St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders right there. Look at that boy run, man.
His name, love his
showing
game.
some power, too. He broke some tackles right there.
89 yards
And
on
the
that
speed.
one.
Wow.
Only longer rush in Bengals history by Corey Dillon, who went 96 one
Corey
time.
Dillon was
This
nice,
was quite
man.
a game right there.
All right, fast forward to the fourth, tied at 24. Cam, who had a huge day, the throwback to Greg Olsen.
That's an 88 clubber right there, man. He's playing so well, man.
His 5th score this year.
Where
Every
from?
score is reviewed.
From the U.
That one counted, so the Panthers up by 7. Then Adam Jones returned the kick all the way down to the 3, and Jeremy Hill took it in. And watch how he celebrates. Apparently, somebody's been watching an old guy spike deli meats
That's
in
a
a
good
commercial or
commercial.
something.
That's a funny commercial, too.
That is a funny commercial.
Hickey did that thing.
All right, pick it up with the
They got
Panthers
us.
down 3, under a minute to go, 4th and 2. Cam had his second career
Cam.
100-yard rushing day.
Whoa, Cam.
He moves the chains, and that sets up Graham Gano.
Graham Gahoo.
Gano is yes.
In overtime, they go.
That's right. Now, the Bengals got the ball first. If they score a touchdown, guys, we know the game is over.
Right.
3rd and 7. The redhead dropped by Charles Johnson, so they had to settle for a Mike Nugent field goal, put the Bengals up 3. But here comes Carolina. They score a touchdown. We know it's over. Cam to Jericho. Cotry had it in his mitts, but Adam Jones is right there to disrupt him.
kept playing hard, played through it. Adam Jones did.
So they had to settle for a game-tying field goal. But the Bengals got the ball back with 2 and change to go, drove all the way down the field. So here's Mike Nugent from 36 for the game winner. And he
36 yards.
Donovan McNabb will be pleased to know this is the highest scoring tie game in NFL history. Now, I hate to kick a kicker when he's down, but
Big NFC battle here. Carolina taking on Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, after telling fans to relax after Green Bay's 1-2 start, has gone 3-0 with 10 touchdowns and no interceptions. That trend would continue here. First quarter, Packers finds Jordy Nelson, who's going to cruise inside. A 59-yard touchdown, and the Packers led 7-0. This would open a deluge of points for Green Bay because the next Packers drive, here's Eddie Lacy bouncing to the right side and finding an easy 5-yard touchdown, and the Packers led 14-0. Next Packers drive. How about James Stark this time? He takes the handoff to the left side, and he's going to power his way home for a 13-yard score, and the Packers led 21-0 in the very first quarter. The Panthers have only allowed 2 touchdowns in the first quarter all year. All right, second quarter we go. Rodgers on the scramble finds Randall Cobb, and then Randall Cobb, how about some yak yards? He makes Luke Kuechly miss. He's going to run it all the way for a 47-yard gain down to the Panthers' 17-yard line. Just 4 plays later, first and goal. Rodgers rolling, finding Randall Cobb, pays off for the touchdown and the 3-yard score. The Packers led 28-0. Cobb, his 8th touchdown of the year. But did you see it there? A little ketchup got onto Cobb's jersey. They'd have to clean it up off the sideline. I absolutely love it. All right, how about Cam Newton? He had a huge game last week. This week, not so much. Listen, the Panthers' offense was only able to muster 5 total yards in the first quarter. So this right here should come as no surprise. Newton was sacked there by Nick Perry. All right, let's fast forward to the third quarter, shall we? Panthers have the ball here. Highlighted is Julius Peppers. Guess what? He's probably going to make a play. And that would hold to be true. Yes, Julius Peppers gets in there for the sack and the 6-yard loss. A very rough day for the Carolina offense, no doubt. All right, third quarter now. Packers leading 28-3. Rodgers firing and finding rookie Devontae Adams a 21-yard touchdown, and the Packers led 35-3. That was Rodgers' 4th straight game with 3+ touchdowns. Next Panthers drive, Newton's pass is intercepted by Casey Hayward and returned 21 yards. Newton just 17 of 31 for 205 yards, a touchdown, a late touchdown, and an interception. He was sacked 3 times. He was pulled after the third quarter because the Panthers were down 35-10. All right, so how about this? Eddie Lacy, a nice spin move, but would lose the ball. But it's all the antics afterward that caused a stir here. Luke Kuechly pulled off of the pile, and then if you see the officials there kind of pulling him away, then Kuechly got upset, and the official actually kicked Luke Kuechly out of the ball game for that. The Packers go on to win 38-17. It was the Packers' 4th straight win. Aaron Rodgers, 255 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Welcome back to Game Day Final. We are looking at Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, who desperately needed a win. They haven't lost 3 straight since Russell Wilson took over at quarterback. Both the Panthers and the Seahawks struggling badly in the red zone. Kelvin
that got away. Yeah, that one got away, man. But he came back and made up with some great plays today.
Looks like they're trying to run the read option there.
Yeah, but they went the same way.
Didn't work very well.
I think it's supposed to go the other way.
Yeah, Cam made that late decision that time. You got to give it to him or pull it out. But that dude did a pretty good job at playing it. Defense
His name is Russell.
Last name Wilson.
That's a hard catch to make for quarterback.
Picked off by Josh Norman, the first red zone turnover of the season for the Seahawks.
That's a hard catch.
That is, especially with right there, you kind of flip.
Normally, Marshawn is making that catch.
Yeah.
Here's Cam.
He's the way, boy, that's cool.
Cam, run, Cam.
Feel the pressure.
Oh, my God.
No.
That was ill-advised.
When pressure's on, you're trying to make a play and you think your receiver's going to come downhill with you and just thinking like you're thinking under pressure. That's not the case.
Marcus Burley with the interception. The 4th straight game with an interception for Cam. And then you have Russell, who's trying to run the read option to the left here, hit Cooper Helfut, but he just can't get it out there.
And that was all Russell Wilson. He stood up and took that right there.
And then Wilson fumbles it.
Yeah,
Mario Addison
that was the center right there. That wasn't Russell Wilson. The ball never got to Russell Wilson on that.
First game of the season with multiple turnovers for that Seahawks offense. Newton, all day here, just chucks it up there to Kelvin Benjamin.
Wow.
I'll tell you how great that was. That's 2 All-Pros that he caught that ball with.
Right. That's a wow. That's a wow right there, man. I'm telling you, I got some young boys in this league that's making some plays right now.
Yeah, but Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas. Here comes Russell.
Last name Wilson.
Just masterful. Just masterful, man, the way he does it and protects himself. When we're talking about championship playoff football, this is exactly what this drive was.
5 plays later, picks up another first down.
Excuse me.
Russell Wilson just doing what Russell does. This time, a little Wilson to Wilson action. He finds Luke Wilson for the touchdown.
Isn't that accuracy?
Yes.
You playing ball now?
Yeah, Luke's a good friend, man. He's a good dude. He stays in Austin, Texas. Hey, Luke. He's a
First
Cowboy
lead of the
fan.
game.
Cowboys are doing well, Luke.
Here
Give him
comes
a call,
Cam.
buddy.
You got to know it's coming backside.
Taken down by Bruce Irvin. And the Seahawks win
Way
it
to go, cuz.
13-9, their 3rd straight win in Charlotte.
My mom said send some of
After
that
the
money.
game, Jeff Darlington catching up with the winning quarterback, Russell Wilson. These guys have been going at it for the last few years. Cam Newton and the Panthers.
Yeah, they got that fancy stuff down in Carolina, huh?
It'll be a different color for the next home game.
Saints coming in riding that 7-game losing streak. Breeze not off to a great start in the first half. Breeze here trying to force it in there. Ball bounces up in the air, picked off by Dwan Edwards.
We call it a forced play. I call it a great play by Antoine Casey.
Yeah,
Good break on the ball.
Great break, but I mean, this drive was beautiful. They march all the way down the field. K-Sign breaks on that ball there, and then look at a little interception. Hey.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, Graham?
Hey.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Davis was welcoming everyone.
Well, here come the Saints again, and Breeze, he's in trouble. Mario Addison recovers the ball. Take another look at how this went down. Breeze's own teammate.
I love praising the fullback stand, but Eric Lord, come on, buddy. Can't do this to Drew Brees. Drew didn't even have a chance to get this ball off.
You don't put a fullback against a defense.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
That's what happens here.
Hey, we got some B-roll. I'll bring it out later.
Oh!
That's what happens. You spit up blood.
Hit early on, bit his tongue. He was bleeding a little bit second quarter. Cam Newton having similar issues to Drew Brees here. His pass deflected, and he's picked off this time by Corey White.
A little bit too much heat on that one right there.
Ball slightly behind as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's not Cam's fault right there.
2 hands on the ball. You got to catch it every time.
That's a fastball coming
Could have broken
in
a
there. Frozen rope from Cam Newton. A couple of possessions later.
On that play.
Pressure.
Cam Newton, getting pressure. Sacked by Junior Galette. He coughs it up, and Curtis Lofton there to recover. First and goal for the Saints.
The only thing that would have been better,
What?
scoop and score.
Defensive touchdown. We know it, but middle pressure, right side pressure, left side pressure. Junior Galette gets him. Rob Ryan, nice job.
Don't steal my shine. I'm going to talk about that later.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Cam Newton, by the way, a passer rating of 15 in the first half, the worst of his career.
I didn't know that was possible.
No, it's hard to do.
Saints have the ball now. Breeze looking deep for Robert Meacham, but it's incomplete.
Great call. Great call.
Great call.
Penalty on Kaysen here for pass interference.
Kaysen was beat on this play.
I thought Willie was going to disagree.
No, Kaysen was beat on the play, and he tried to save a touchdown, but look what happened.
Right. Then Breeze goes to Jimmy Graham for the touchdown. Saints up 14-0. And look how pumped up Jimmy Graham is.
Oh, he's back tough again? He's going to headbutt the bench, but he didn't want no parts of Thomas Davis.
Jimmy was just trying to reset his neck after what Thomas Davis did to him earlier in the first quarter.
The bench doesn't fight back.
Right.
Third quarter, here
Get
comes
Amber
D'Angelo
throwing that
Williams. He rips off a nice little chunk here, 30 yards.
When those hamstrings are healthy, that boy is fast.
He can run. They've been missing that part of their game.
9 plays later, 3rd and goal. Cam.
You got to keep him on the inside shoulder. You know that.
There we go.
He's Superman in that thing right there.
What did Prime Time say? He brought his legs and left his arm at home?
I don't know if that was Prime or if that was Mike, but
Mike.
That arm, we saw it. It wasn't necessarily accurate, but that arm is alive and active, I promise you.
But his legs look good.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So Drew Brees and company saying, okay, we can't let this one get close. He hits Kenny Stills for a 12-yard gain on 3rd and 7, so it's first down for the Saints. 5 plays later, Sean Payton going for it on 4th and goal.
Who called this, Dan? Who called it, Dan?
You called it. This is what he does all the time.
We know you know the plays.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, Dan wanted to argue with me like he always does.
Well, it's fun.
How'd that work out for him, Billy?
Across the plane right here. And you said you try to knock that ball out, but once it hits the white chalk, it's touchdown, right?
As soon as the tip of that ball touches any part of that white line, it is 6 points.
He knows exactly when to pull it back. 4th quarter now, Panthers have the ball. Cam to Brandon Williams, who takes care of the rest, keeps his balance in there for the touchdown, or is he?
Yeah, great athleticism by the big guy, but knee down, you see it. Good spot by the referee.
But going forward, if you're a New Orleans Saint, you got to wrap up. Absolutely. A flipper's not going to get it done. Wrap the guy up.
Yep.
Call reverse, no touchdown. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. To Kelvin Benjamin just a little bit too high.
Got some heat on that.
And the Panthers guys have to settle on a field goal, not exactly what they were hoping for there. Here come the Saints. Breeze to Jimmy Graham.
That was money.
So perfect.
So
Picks up 27. Graham had a nice night. 7 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. 11 plays later, give it to your workhorse. Mark Ingram in for the short touchdown, and the Saints add to their lead. It's 28-10. That would be the final.
Wrong tonight, and what went right for the Philadelphia Eagles? Mark Sanchez, this was his night. First start since week 17 of 2012. He had some help tonight from his spark plug, Darren Sproles, and he would do a little bit of everything as he punches it in there for their first touchdown tonight.
Easy right there. He is an X factor. He might be a lowercase X, but he is an X factor.
They did a nice job sealing the edge here, as well as influencing Luke Kuechly, get him going left. Sproles beats him to the corner.
Brent Selleck sealing the edge. And this one is still, I'm scratching my head. We were watching this together, Dan, and they're not really punting to Sproles. I did see the charts this morning. He leads the NFC in punt return.
Down the middle of the field, though, not on the sideline. They didn't pin him.
Yeah.
Gave it to him right in the middle of the field.
I don't know if he was touched. I don't know if he was touched on this return.
Is there a more perfect running back for that system than Darren Sproles? 5th time he has returned a kick for a touchdown. And then, guys, Mark Sanchez, they didn't ask him to do a ton tonight with this game so one-sided, but he didn't make any mistakes and he looked sharp.
This is a good drive by Mark. It was just one completion after another right here, a couple double pumps. Seeing the field really well. Good throw there in the middle of the field. Little play action right here. And really just finding Selleck all night long for first time all year that Selleck's been over 100 yards receiving.
Guys, getting out of the pocket, he looked real crisp again as well. Just kind of showing you a little snippet of his entire game.
And a lot of Jordan Matthews, the rookie, on this drive.
Rookie wide receivers making plays in this league. You got to love it.
Sanchez on that drive, 5 of 6, almost 100 yards, capped off by the touchdown. Eagles were up 24-7. Not as successful a night for Cam Newton.
And this one was tricky, Baldy, because it looked like Kelvin Benjamin kind of geared it down a little bit over the middle, miscommunication.
Yep.
Newton has thrown a pick now.
But this one, though,
in 6 straight games.
Yeah, I got no answer for this one, Nate.
He threw that inside. The receiver sitting outside. Could have been a miscommunication. Either way, the quarterback and the receiver wasn't on the same page. Resulted in a pick 6 to the house.
Do you think, Nate, this has something to do with replacing your entire receiving core in the offseason, and he didn't have an offseason at all?
It might be. It might be. You got to have some type of veteran, some guys that know how to run routes and can get you out of sticky situations.
Baldy, what a night for Barwin, right?
Connor Barwin right now leads the NFC in sacks. Got 10.5 after the 3.5 he had tonight. He spent a good deal of the night spying Cam Newton right here, as he does. And when Newton breaks the pocket, Barwin's got laser vision on him, chases him down, and gets one of his 3.5 sacks there. But, I mean,
a healthy Cam Newton gets away from Connor Barwin on a couple of these.
For sure, 100%.
He's not getting away from anybody right now.
3rd quarter, you hoped as a Panther fan that things would get a little better. It got worse, if that was possible. 5th turnover of the game right here. Vinny Curry, the recovery for Philadelphia as you take another look, and that look says it all from Newton.
Well, that's their right tackle going back on his right tackle, falling down backwards. I mean, they are not going to get any better till they get better up front.
And the Sanchez opportunistic 29-yard strike to Selleck.
That was a dime.
Play was ruled
great.
a touchdown, but Selleck was ruled down at the 1, so they would have to punch it in.
He'll take the touchdown here.
Oh, yeah.
Very next play, they bang it in.
This is a stat stuffer right now for skill players.
No doubt.
We don't complain about getting touchdowns late in games, Baldy.
No. Because at the end of the year, they all mean the same thing.
They all add up.
Mark Sanchez, pretty good numbers, guys, for his first start since Week 17 of 2012. This was his 63rd career start. First time he's ever thrown for 300-plus yards and 0 interceptions in a game.
Saints need to keep their balls. They've been giving up enough balls.
Falcons and the Panthers. Cam said, yeah, I'm playing hurt.
No,
I get it, I'm hurt.
Y'all
I'm
give me
playing.
somebody to block.
Fourth quarter, down 16-3. Newton to Kelvin Benjamin. He's a bad man, this kid.
You know the first play of the game.
Like a piñata.
First play of the game, Cam got hit in the mouth by defensive lineman.
Like a piñata.
15, yeah.
Way to go, Calvin Benjamin, getting up, going up and getting that ball, man.
He
Coming
beat
into
21
the day.
reasons.
8th touchdown catch for him this year.
Of the season, right there.
After a Falcons punt, Panthers taking the ball. It's Newton to another rookie. It's Philly Brown with his first receiving touchdown of his career, just like that. Falcons had this thing. It was over, but the Panthers now have a lead.
Falcons be playing with my emotions.
Matt Bryant.
Yes.
Oh, look at little Sparky. He's so happy. Nobody's taking that away from him. After a Matt Bryant field goal, gave the Falcons the lead. Under 2 to go. Graham Gano.
Oh, my God.
No good.
Cut him.
Gano from
I
46.
can't believe that Graham Gano missed that field goal.
That's how the season's going for them.
And so it is time right now for a blank check. There it is.
That's a good man right there.
All right, 1 second left. Panthers got it back. Gano from 63 yards out for the win.
63 yards, you know he ain't gonna make this.
Rashid Hegeman swats it away.
You gotta have half a foot to do that.
And guess who's in first place in the NFC South? The Atlanta Falcons at 4-6.
I believe again. Like 170 yards.
Yeah.
What about Carolina and Minnesota? 12 degrees, a kickoff, wind chill of -7. Must play in that weather,
Let's
right?
go, Teddy. If I'd have known that was the temper.
Adam
playing in the dome
from
field.
Minnesota State, swatting it away and recovering it. Vikings with the first block punt touchdown since 1986, a span of 2,152 punts.
Oh, yeah.
I was a freshman at Florida State then. That curl was tight, too.
Second quarter, they're doing it again.
Mind-boggling.
We're not
right
waiting
there.
28 years between doing this again.
In the same game, you know there's going to be some changes made to Carolina if you're going to lose 2 block punts for touchdowns. Like
Everson Griffin with the honor. First team to do that in the same game since the 1990 Kansas City Chiefs.
They used to go to Alabama and get
Let's go, Cam.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Cam.
Everson Griffin having a huge year. He had 2 of the team's 4 sacks. He's got 11 on the year.
I can't even sing my Cam song no more.
He's been
different reasons.
He's been picked off in 8 straight games. That one by Josh Robinson.
No, Cam.
They have lost 6 in a row. They are winless in their last 7. Didn't they start the year 2-0 or something?
We thought this would be a year.
Yeah, let me tell you something about experience.
No, we knew this was not going to be the year.
They
stop your commercials when you start losing.
Welcome back to Game Day Live. Sean Payton and the Saints trying to get it going at home where they've lost 3 straight. Cam Newton and the Panthers had other ideas here.
Cam. Little zone read day. Remember all that talk about the mobile quarterback and all that? And it seems like every highlight we see a zone read going for about 25 yards.
And Cam Newton had things going today. 4 plays later on 2nd and 7. Newton enjoying working with this young man this year, Kelvin Benjamin, for the touchdown.
He has been, someone that they needed, a go-to receiver. He's developed into, in my mind, a true #1 receiver.
You can see him fighting there with Keenan Lewis. He gets the best of them there as the Panthers go up 7-0. Drew Brees tosses to Mark Ingram. Ingram coughs it up, and the Panthers take over.
Not a good way to start at home.
Not at all. They turn that turnover into a Graham Gano field goal, so they're up 10-0. Next Saints possession. Drew Brees.
Yeah, it's thrown into heavy coverage, and Drew Brees on that one. Look, the Panthers love to rush 4. on that play is exactly what they did. There's a lot of bodies back there in coverage. Drew Brees got to be a little more patient than he was today.
Yeah, Benet Bewickery with the interception.
San Jose State, Dan.
I knew you'd know that.
I remember we talked a lot about him leading up to the draft.
So here come the Panthers and Cam Newton one more time.
Superman.
Yep. Jumps over the top, and this is where things would get interesting.
This is not the end of the highlight. This is the beginning of the highlight.
Yeah.
It just barely gets it over there, too. Gets into a little altercation there. And everybody just starts throwing punches.
Watch 80. Yeah, there's 86 right there. That was a haymaker.
Yeah, Panthers tight end Brandon Williams is ejected.
And no surprise there. He threw two solid punches in that fight.
Yeah.
Here's Newton again, this time to Greg Olsen, wide open for the touchdown. And just like that, the Panthers on top 24-3. They have 305 yards and 15 first downs in the first half.
And you can say sometimes it's a physical thing, other times it's a mental thing. And this game was a perfect example. We saw physical mistakes just getting beat, and we saw a lot of mental errors, guys not in the right gap, and you'd get big plays just like this one.
This is physical.
Jonathan Stewart.
A little bit of both.
Fast. 69 yards. Panthers on top 31-3. They had 2 runs of 20 yards or more all season long coming into the game. They had 3 of them today. Cam dumps it off to Fozzie Whitaker, and it was just really too easy.
Wow. It is.
Jeez.
Too easy in the big easy.
Newton is the first quarterback with 3 touchdown passes against the Saints since Steve Berline in 2000. 38-3, they're on top. Here's Breeze looking for Kenny Stills. That's broken up. Basically game, set, match. Panthers win it 41-10. That look says it all. So does the dance. He's having some fun. Man, everything going right for the Panthers. Nothing going right for Sean Payton and the Saints.
Oh, the lowly NFC South. Tampa Bay Bucks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton not starting today, obviously, with a back injury due to that car accident he suffered on Tuesday. Derek Anderson in relief. Remember, he did play Week 1 versus Tampa Bay as well. Here on their opening possession, he finds Kelvin Benjamin for a nice 17-yard pickup. Look at the hops and the concentration for Kelvin to pull that down. All right, ensuing Buccaneers possession, Doug Martin, he's like water flowing downhill. He finds a crack and he's gone. 64 yards down to the Panthers' 16-yard line. Martin would finish with 14 rushes for 96 yards. So, same drive, 3 plays later. Josh McCown hits Mike Evans in the corner for an 8-yard touchdown, and the Bucs take the lead 7-3. Nate Burleson calls that toe tap swag, getting that second tap in there inbounds, and it's ruled a touchdown. All right, Panthers ensuing drive. How about this? Derek Anderson scrambling and then doing the Cam Newton point to celebrate. Superman loves it on the sidelines. Yes, sir. All right, a big blow to Tampa Bay's defense, though. Gerald McCoy. This on first down. McCoy pictured there. He goes down. Derek Anderson's pass is incomplete, but the big storyline here is that McCoy tweaked that right knee. He'd have to leave the game as a result. Take a look here. Kind of plants and then look like that knee kind of went in on itself there. So it's a scary knee injury, certainly for Gerald McCoy. Tampa Bay, although he did walk off of his own accord, Tampa Bay trailing 7-6. Third quarter now. It's 10-9. Josh McCown under pressure, sacked by Charles Johnson, and it's recovered by Kawan Short of the Panthers. Sets up a nice short field for them. Ensuing Panthers possession, Anderson's going to find Jericho Cotchery. Nice little inside slant route is good. 2-yard touchdown. It's the first touchdown for Jericho Cotchery of the year as the Panthers go up 16-10. Fourth quarter we go. Same score, 16-10. Josh McCown under pressure by Roman Harper. It's ruled incomplete, but Ron Rivera would challenge the play, arguing that it was a fumble. So we'll let you officiate at home. As you can see, Roman Harper did hit Derek Anderson's arm before the ball was released, as the Panthers would then take over. So then, that was McCown whose arm got tipped. Here is Derek Anderson, but throwing an interception. Pass intended for Greg Olsen, but, wait a second. A penalty on the Bucs. Larry English, his arm would just barely graze Anderson in the head, but they called it roughing the passer. Not sure about that one. The Panthers would maintain control. Same drive, 11 plays later. The pass incomplete, nearly intercepted by Alteron Werner. The Panthers would settle for a field goal to go up 19-10. All right, next Bucs possession. McCown scrambling. Look at him go. Hello, he's not going to get there, is he? He is. Josh McCown, yes sir, scrambles in from 16 yards out, and the Buccaneers now trail 19-17. All right, next Bucs possession. McCown scrambling again, throwing deep, but intercepted by the great Luke Kuechly. The Panthers would then hold on to win 19-17. Anderson in relief, 25 of 40 for 277 yards and 1 touchdown.
Battle Heisman winners in Carolina. Johnny first down, or at least that's what he was trying to be on Sunday.
So Johnny got a shield this week.
Yeah. And Cam back just like a dozen days after a car accident. He's got those 2 cracks in his back.
Cam.
But this is what's returned to his game, Prime.
No.
A little bit. He's finally running.
He's playing against Cleveland. Man.
Oh, come on now.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what's real.
And, he's playing Santa, too. As far as Johnny Manziel, short day for him. First of all, rule number 1, you are not going to outrun NFL linebackers like Luke Kuechly.
Especially Luke Kuechly.
Yeah. Rule number 2, if you get hit hard, look at your hamstring and you'll be done for the day.
I ain't never seen nobody get hit, and I'm not doubting this injury, but
no.
I've never seen nobody get hit and your hamstring hurt.
Yep.
Usually your hamstring hurts.
So he's done. You know what that means?
Away from so.
It's Hoyer time! Manziel finished 3 of 8, 32 yards.
Hoyer is so mad right now.
On to the third. No Johnny Manziel, but there's plenty of
Cam.
Now Cam's going to keep this alive.
Cam.
And watch Billy Wynn, the defensive lineman.
Don't throw it, Cam.
He's going to come up with it, and then Jordan Poyer, not to be confused with Brian Hoyer, takes it from his teammate and runs it in. Except the referee says Billy Wynn gave himself up.
You can't just lay there with the ball, man.
Well, he's like 310 pounds.
Yeah, he was having, first of all, it was a great play for a 300-pounder and a crazy play. But Cam, what are you doing, man? See, that's the kind of stuff to make you mad about Cam. You make a great run early, now you come back and do some mess like that.
So instead of a touchdown, Browns would have to settle for a field goal. They're down 10-6 at that point. On to the fourth, same score. It's Brian Hoyer, not to be confused with Jordan Poyer. And we got a little Hoyer paranoia to Jordan Cameron. Remember him? 81 yards, and it's the Browns' first offensive touchdown in 2 hours, 21 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Yes.
Is some intern from Cleveland keeping track of that stat, or what? All right.
You know, Johnny's like, man, that should have been me.
Well, they got a lead until this. 7 and 2 to go.
Whoa, Cam.
Newton, 264 total yards. That's to Jonathan Stewart for the touchdown, and then Cam. It says, yeah, over there. You give it. There you go. Panthers very much alive in the NFC South after the 4-point win. But the playoffs really got started Sunday afternoon. Winning in for the Falcons and the Panthers.
Cam.
That Cam today.
Cam, play for me.
And Cam did play. Here hitting Ed Dixon for the touchdown. Newton only threw it 16 times for 114 yards, but he had his team up 10-zip.
It wasn't about yardage. It's about being efficient and smart, and he was that.
Well, that's not what Matt Ryan was on this day. Ryan looking for a receiver, down a touchdown late in the second, and Roman Harper, salt and pepper hair.
Harp, I see you.
Push it real good.
I see you.
Changed teams, and he ended up being in the playoffs, not the Saints.
And the Panthers are up by 2 touchdowns. The natural, as Rich Eisen used to call him. I don't know if he's worthy of that. Oh, man. Is he playing in the senior league?
What?
That is a good look.
Like he was on Roots.
Then Ryan to Roddy White, who coughs it up. Thomas Davis just picking it up
You got to talk with Roddy.
Tough day by Roddy. Oh, you ain't got to talk to
Getting
him.
it inside the 10. There's a flag on the play, but it is on the Falcons. So don't worry about it.
I got to talk with you, Roddy.
Then it's Cam.
Cam.
Taking it in. A rushing touchdown for the third straight game. That part of his game's back, Marshall.
Didn't he hurt his, what is it called? The transverse process. Wow. And he back running and dancing like this. New life.
Man.
Right.
New life.
Third quarter, whatever life Mike Smith and the Falcons had, pretty much over on this fourth down try.
This is what I don't understand. You got 4 receivers that can go get it. And this is what you do.
Trey Boston starring in the ATL.
4 miles. So what you gonna do with it? Because you from the crib. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
What a terrible display in a win and in game for the Falcons. You got to wonder about Mike Smith's future down there. In the meantime, Ron Rivera's future. A playoff game. He's the first ever coach in the NFC South to win consecutive division titles.
In the NFC, on an ugly day in Charlotte, a lot of rain. It was coming down. Everyone's in their rain gear. Bruce Arians could be coach of the year. Cam Newton here looking for a playoff win. And Newton got out to the early lead with Jonathan Stewart, who you just saw, after a Graham Gano field goal.
Key part of the resurgence of the Carolina Panthers offense has to do with Stewart and his ability to run the football and run with fresh legs.
This could have changed the game. Arizona here was given life when Brenton Burson muffed this punt, and Justin Bethel fell on it. And Brenton Burson here was the poster child early for Carolina trying to give this game away.
And what you saw here, and this is an example of it, we talked about, Deion Sanders has a great saying, everybody not built for the moment. And that was clearly one of those plays where he should have been far away from the ball, made a mistake.
Brenton Burson out of Wofford here. First play, second quarter. It is Ryan Lindley to Darren Fells. We very much have a game thanks to the turnovers. It's a 10-7 game. Ryan Lindley now has many postseason touchdowns as Cam Newton. Speaking of Cam, he too would give the ball away. One to Jericho Cottrey. Gets Antonio Cromartie. Now Cam's going to save the touchdown. It's a 50-yard return. He's going to force him out at the 17-yard line. And Bruce Arians' team again has life. And we're watching this game, Jamie. We're watching this play saying, what is Jericho Cottrey doing?
Yeah, and this is unusual for a veteran wide receiver. I could see a younger wide receiver making that play. You see Cam Newton talking about right there. Continue to go out into the zone area. It was a very bizarre play by a veteran player.
It would lead to Marion Grice trying to punch it in. Actually, they brought in Logan Thomas, the previous play at quarterback. The ruling on the field is Grice fumble. Roman Harper picks it up. But Arians will challenge. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I didn't challenge here. It's a fumble, so all turnovers are reviewed. And upon further review, that's a touchdown. That ball crossed.
Touchdown all day. And here you look at a team that they're all of a sudden go down double digits to being ahead.
14 points on turnovers, and we still have a 1-point game with 5 to play in the third quarter when Fozzie Whitaker gets loose behind Byron Bell for 39.
Great job of execution. Guys getting blocks down the field. Nice play call, nice design. Carolina Panthers take control of the game.
And then the double whammy right here. They're doubling up. Ted Ginn's going to get drilled by Melvin White. Recovered by Kevin Riddick. Panthers will have it inside the 5-yard line.
Cannot have those kind of errors happen to your team.
Nope. Ted Ginn's a veteran player there as well. Jericho Cottrey with a mistake as a veteran player. Ted Ginn sees him that veteran mistake as well, and he would cough the ball up. And again, it's a game of field position, a short field here after the Ted Ginn fumble for Cam Newton. 3rd and goal. A lot of people in Arizona didn't like this pass interference on Tony Jefferson, but show me what he did with the left hand.
Yeah, and that's the whole key is he climbs Olsen and keeps Olsen from being able to jump. Right here, you're going to see him. Olsen can't jump now because he climbs up his back. Good coverage, you're right there on the spot, but you can't make contact before the ball arrives.
Then, with a couple of tight ends, they will go to the fullback. Two tight end formation,
Give it to
heavy
me.
set.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy set for Mike Tolman.
Nice. Where's the dance?
No big man dance contest for Mike Tolbert. All right, Cam Newton, though, still attempted at times to give this game away. Calais Campbell hits him here, almost picked off by Tommy Kelly. Cardinals are going to challenge that it was a forward pass, and it is ruled a forward pass since he was in the process of getting hit, Ed Hockley said.
And he was throwing the ball. There was a running back in the area in which he was trying to throw the ball. That's the reason why it wasn't called for grounding.
So the Cardinals lose the timeout. Then Cam Newton again is hit, this time by Sam Acho. This time, we know what this is. That's an open hand. That's a fumble. Rashad Johnson is going to pick it up and bring it back inside the 10. 12 minutes to go. They have a chance to make this a one-score game, and they got this one right. Look at it.
And again, it's 2nd and 10. For me, why are you throwing the ball? This game is all but over if you can just continue to run the ball out, run the clock out, clock stops. I mean, so I'm curious about what the decisions that they were making with running a passing the football.
Curious decision here as well.
Yeah.
Lindley picked off by Luke Kuechly. Tough way for Larry Fitzgerald to go out, and this is truly his final game as a Cardinal. He sat down there. Lindley telegraphed the throw. Kuechly jumped in front of it, took it away. 2 picks on the day for Ryan Lindley. Another one to the end zone late in the 4th quarter. And the final score here, 27-16. Carolina is a winner as the 4 seed, and the Panthers are moving on to divisional weekend.
So here we go. Russell Wilson and the crew.
His name is Russell.
Yeah. First quarter, we are scoreless for 2 offensively challenged teams at time.
Whoa, Cam.
Who's looking for Philly Brown, but it's Richard Sherman. Get this, his first career playoff INT.
Because most people know not to play around with Richard Sherman. But, you know, that wasn't a bad play because that was more like a punt.
Yeah.
Long 3rd down. So fans don't get really upset with that. It's like a punt.
All right, Panthers' next drive. We're still scoreless at this one. I see you, Richard. I see you talking. I get it. On 2nd down, Michael Bennett does not bite on the fake, and he rips it away from Jonathan Stewart. You cannot give this team a short field.
He didn't get blocked.
Yeah, and Cam seemed to be a little indecisive here. It looked like he wanted to pull it, but at the last minute kept it in Jonathan Stewart's belly.
Would the defense hold? In a word, not so much. Russell Wilson just kind of lobs it up for Doug Baldwin.
And he see an all-out blitz here. He just gave his receiver an opportunity to make a play. As you can see here, it's all out. He's going to throw it up, give his receiver an opportunity to make a play, and he does.
Baldwin with the good move on the rookie trade Boston for the 6.
Fort Miles.
On to the 2nd quarter, still 7-zip. Cam.
Nice play for him.
Almost picked again by Richard Sherman.
You got to know the coverage come before they got 4 across. Sherman's going to be extra aggressive. You know he got some shelter, as you can see. Look at that guy inside, that all-pro right there with number 29 on.
So your next play, 3rd and 4. That's big because Newton moving the chains to Philly Brown, playing with that bad shoulder and all.
Got to give a lot of credit to him, and he runs some great routes too, FT.
And then, it's the rookie Kelvin Benjamin, the 1,000-yard receiver. Look at him staring him down.
Florida State.
Panthers, I just went up at 7. Just their 2nd touchdown in their last 33 drives against that Seattle defense. But here comes Seattle. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. Maybe a little push off.
That was a great throw, man. That's a great throw, great placement. Oh, he put it right where it needed to be.
63 yards on the pitch and catch for Kearse, a career high. 129 yards receiving. And is that a push off on Ben-Wickery? Ben-Wickery? No comment from the peanut gallery over here. So Pete Carroll's team's up 14-7. Panthers ensuing drive. Newton. Benjamin. And it's all about the Benjamins, except he can't quite get that 2nd foot down. A great effort by the rookie, but the right call.
You lucky. He said, you lucky.
That's what he said. But you know, that was a great defensive play as well as offensive play.
Later on in the drive, Newton. The one thing you can't do is turn it over down here at the goal line. Earl Thomas. But then things get really crazy. You can see there's a flag. There's offsetting penalties. But watch Thomas. Every turnover's reviewed. Does the ball hit the carpet?
Of course it did.
So it is reviewed. It's an incomplete pass. Now Graham Gano trying to get Carolina back on the board and within 4. Watch Cam Chancellor.
LeBron.
And he misses it somehow.
He got scared. You know, you didn't really expect to jump through there, and when it becomes a reality, you kind of get scared.
So after a false start, what? Cam Chancellor? What?
The first it goes to see, try again.
Now, the kick goes awry. Somehow Chancellor didn't touch it. He didn't get ball, but he got kicker. So it's a penalty on Chancellor. Watch this again. He does not touch anybody on his way through until he hits Gano.
Good call.
So Gano, Chancellor's probably just too tired. He's like, I'm going to sit this one out. I'm good.
He's too tired.
So Carolina, the team that won 7 games during the regular season, is down just 4 at the break. On to the third quarter, Wilson didn't do much scrambling on this day, but here for a gain of 14.
See, the best thing about Russell Wilson, he looks to throw first. He runs when he must, and he moves the chains. I love his intelligence.
4 carries for 25 yards. And then Marshawn Lynch, talk about a run.
Running business decision right
Get out my way. He actually stepped out at the 34. It led to a Hauschka field goal and a Seahawks 7-point lead, but that got the defense pumped up. On to the fourth, same score. This is Wilson to Wilson. Russell to Luke, who's really come on over the last 6 weeks.
Yes, a big third down conversion. You know, he's looking for his tight end, and there he finds it.
And then once again, it's Wilson to Wilson. 4 grabs for 68 yards. This one, he busts into the end zone.
Another third down conversion takes it all the way to the end zone for a big touchdown.
Pete Carroll, your thoughts? Woohoo! Man's in his 60s. He's all pumped up.
Pete Carroll has some good hair.
Panthers ensuing drive. It's the oh no. This is Cam on Cam crime.
Great anticipation. This is one of the, second team All-Pro. I don't know how you don't make first team, but this guy comes to play week in and week out. He's smart, he's intelligent, physical, aggressive, and have ball skills.
Cam Chancellor, his first career touchdown at an opportune time, and Newton just played with it.
Go get it, yes. Should have high stepped it, like right there.
Or look behind him like
all
you did.
The way, just look
all the way on Atlanta. Looking at Atlanta bench.
Yeah, that's what you shouldn't have let me go.
Give credit to the Panthers. They were game. However, they come up a little bit short, losing by 2 touchdowns. And now the road to the Super Bowl, once again for the second straight year, goes through Seattle.